I decided yesterday it's time to deck the porch out for spring and summer. I didn't do any spring flowers. I wanted to do it just once, and so I'm excited. It's time. It's warm enough here. We're in Texas. It's getting to 80 like every single day. So I'm not going to tell you the theme just yet. Some of you may have guessed based on like what I did in my last video, but I don't know the availability of the plants. So it might be a surprise to me even. But I did order a few things on Amazon. They're supposed to arrive today. I'm so excited about it. It's something I've never done. I'm going to go totally over the top this year. So anyway, I'm going to finish my ice water here on the porch, and then we're going to go plant shopping. So I'll see you guys out there. Okay guys, it's much later in the day and I'm back from plant shopping. I wanted to show you what I picked up. I got these 4 really big Kimberly ferns. 2 of these will go on the front porch and 2 will go on our side porch. And I decided to go with geraniums again. And I looked for this peachy color but they didn't have it. So for the verbena to go with the geraniums anyway. So I decided to go with salvia and marigold. Let me show you what they're going to look like next to this other geranium that's blooming. I think it's going to be so bright and cheerful. Wait, well, that's not the best. Okay, hang on a second. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, there we go. Without the peach in there. So anyway, yeah, I think that's going to be really, really beautiful. Okay, so that's my little plant haul. The 4 ferns. I got 8 of the geraniums. I actually got 10 of the little orange marigolds. I got some herbs too, but that's not going to go on the front porch. And then I got the salvia. So pretty good haul for the day. I'm going to call it a night and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay guys, I left you off yesterday evening, and since then I made a run back to the garden center, or one of them here near me, to get these super beanas. I saw them yesterday and decided not to get them because I really wanted to match the peach ones, but I thought about it all night and I really want a bright pop, so I went back to get them. They didn't have enough of just the pink. This one's called pink cashmere, so I got 6 of those because that's what they had. And then I found this sparkling amethyst, which is a nice little purple, and I'm going to incorporate these in our containers. But for now I'm going to go change into my gardening clothes. I'm going to lay all the pots and everything that I bought out and show you guys exactly what we got for the project. Okay, I thought before I showed you everything we're going to be putting on the porch, I'd show you what it looks like now. It's a complete mess. We've got the dog kennel, which needs to be put away, some toys. We also have an axle at my feet. That's an old welcome mat from fall. I just left it. And nothing on the door. Lots of pollen. Just a big fat mess. This table's kind of messy. I plan on putting a plant there. But anyway, I'm going to use the garden hose and wash all this off. I wanted to show you kind of a before look in case you're new here. And also I wanted to show you our railing. It's the cattle panel. And you'll understand why I'm showing you this here in just a minute when I show you some stuff here that we got and what we're going to use. So let me walk down there and show you all the good stuff. Okay, well there are some shadows, some things are in the sun, some are in the shade, but here's what we got for our front porch project. We got the plants, which I've already shown you, the ferns, the 2 that are going to go on the porch, our salvias, the marigolds, the super beanas, and the geraniums. They're not really blooming yet, but they will. They're kind of small now, but they'll grow. And we ordered these hook over like cattle panel or fencing containers. They're really dark green. These are from Amazon. I can link them for anyone who wants them, but we're going to be putting 1 hole in each of these because I don't want it to drain too quickly because it gets really hot here, and I want it to hold some of the water so I don't have to, you know, water it that often. So we'll do that here in a minute. This is a really pretty green container I got from Walmart. It's ceramic. It's going to go on that little table on the front porch. Got these 2 dark brown urns, and then lots and lots of soil in my shadow. So anyway, I think I'm going to start by doing my least favorite part, and that's going to be taking these stickers off. I think I'm going to spray them with the water hose and see if that won't soften them enough to come off easily. And we're going to do some holes, like I said, one in each. And well, after I spray these with water, I'm going to go ahead and wash the porch down because it needs to be done, and I'm going to have to wait on these stickers anyway. So I will catch back up with you here in a little bit. I like how dark it looks when it's wet with water. We are going to be staining this pretty soon. A color kind of close to the door, but it's going to be where you can still see the wood grain. We're going to do a stain, a sealant, because I think it'll make it look a lot better up here than just the plain wood. Anyway, let's go get started on, well, actually, we're going to go check and see how the stickers are coming along. And if they're not ready yet, we're going to go ahead and drill our holes in our little green pots. Okay, they all have one drain hole. Now I'm going to layer these soils. I'm going to do the yellow bag on the very bottom, then I'm going to do the topsoil, and then I'm going to do the Miracle-Gro soil on top. Okay, I know I said I was going to fill these with soil, but I wanted to get the stickers off. And I'm not going to lie, the little bit of perfectionist in me is crying right now because of the sticky. So my husband gave me this. We're going to spray it on there and see if we can't get that sticky stuff off, because that just looks terrible. All right, here, babe. I'll try one.
See if it works.
Ew, it looks pretty gross. Is it working? I think it's working. Okay, so we're gonna work on this for the next hour of our life. I'll catch back up with you whenever we get them all nice and clean. Okay, that only took about 15 minutes, and don't they look so good? But to make sure that we're not going to poison the plants or anything, I'm going to scrub them down with some Dawn and rinse them really, really good. So let me get that done just to make sure. I want to be safe and keep the plants nice and healthy. Okay, they are all filled, and I also filled the 2 urns for the ferns. That rhymed, not intentional. And a little pot for the table. So far we've used, let's see, 1.5 of the Miracle-Gro, 2.5 of the compost, and 1.5 of the topsoil. And I got a little friend out here on his little leader. He's helping me out. Okay, I'm going to lay the plants out, kind of how I want to plant them, and that way you can get a good idea of, you know, the color theme and how it's all going to look. So let me set that up for you guys, and I'll show you once I get all the plants set. Okay, here's what I was thinking. So, oops, sorry. This is the sparkling amethyst, and this is the sparkling amethyst, and I told you I could only find 2. So these are going to be the center pots on the front. Okay, so on each side of the porch I'm going to do 3 pots. So these will be the centers, and since they're the center, I'm going to do 2 marigolds per pot so that it'll look nice and even, plus our little geranium. And then I'm going to take these salvias. There's actually 4 plants per pot, and I'm going to divide those up, and I'm going to put one at the back of each of these pots. And for the ones with the pink cashmere, whichever side it happens to lie on from the center one, like this will be to the right of the center one, and that'll be to the left of the center one. Anyway, hopefully it'll make sense whenever I get it all done. Okay, all of them are planted. The evening sun's coming in, so it's a little bright, but I think they're really pretty. You can kind of tell the most on this one because it's blooming, but we're going to get these hung on the rails and see how they look. What are you boys doing while I'm over here planting? One
of us is just relaxing.
Yeah, he's so sweet. We got the first one down here at the end of the porch. I never show because there's a dog kennel and an old bathtub we're going to use in our bathroom remodel. But that's one. We're going to hang the rest of them. Okay, this is the first one on the rails, and that's the one with the purple. So we're going to put the one with the pinks, one on each side. I'm loving it so far, except for that cup right there. Beautiful. When these fill in, it's going to be so amazing. How pretty is that with the roses? I forgot to show you guys our roses blooming. The air conditioner's going, so it's a little hard to hear down at this end of the porch, but so pretty. Yeah, that bathtub's being moved pretty soon to the back carport. Make it look a little bit better up here, but one more. Hubby to the rescue. Okay, here are the pots on the front, and we still have to do our ferns, and I'm gonna put a couple more things on the porch, so let me do that and then I'll show you when it all gets done. We're gonna get these moved onto the porch, get them watered, water the other ones because they're looking a little droopy, and see if we can't get a little bit more work done today before we have to go make dinner. Okay guys, I've watered everything, including the ferns for the side porch, our mint, and then our poor little garden veggies that I have not planted yet. Look how big this tomato is, and there's actually baby ones on it. I have got to get the garden dug up, but that's not what this video is about. Yeah, everything's watered, so I'm gonna call it a night, and hopefully tomorrow we'll finish all the projects on the front and do the little planting that we're gonna do on the side porch, and then we'll give a final reveal. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's the next day, and I went to Mom's and borrowed these 2 brown pots for the last 2 ferns. I'm gonna get those potted up. And the final little touch were these pillow covers. I kind of cheated. I found this really beautiful set of sheets, and I just took the pillowcases and tucked them around my pillows. Something nice and easy. Our pillows match this one little pinkish terracotta pot with the blue accents over here. And lastly, we have our Sansevieria that I planted up in our green pot. I think it completes the look. I really hope you guys enjoyed the process, going shopping and collecting everything. It took a few days, but I think it was totally worth it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you really soon in the next one. Bye guys.